I'll tell you what, before Keir Starmer, we had Jeremy Corbyn, and we had the very real possibility that we could have had a Labour-led government with Corbyn as Prime Minister of this country. Could you imagine it? There were some that welcomed the idea. There were some that thought, yeah, maybe let's see what happens. And the media, the establishment, and everything else did what they did to Ed Miliband before him and anybody else, completely destroyed any credibility, any chance, and made damn sure it was a Conservative government once again. But what concerns me with people like Jeremy Corbyn, well, not specifically, but that political persuasion is how they look at things like immigration and how out of touch they appear to be by some of the things that come out of their mouth. I mean, I want to read a headline here. Jeremy Corbyn blasts fascist Rishi Sunak and claims Brits want higher immigration. Well, that alone says how out of touch this individual is. We don't want higher immigration. We don't want hundreds of thousands of individuals coming in the ways they are at the moment and not being processed properly, disappearing, not knowing what, where, who, why, when. No, we don't. I'm all for people, and I have friends like this that want to come to this country through legal means, make a life for themselves, start a family, work hard, give to the country, and obey the law. All of those things. Yes, of course. But the way things are at the moment, it's a mess. Has to stop. I mean, he goes further, right? Jeremy Corbyn has accused Rishi Sunak of embarking on a slippery slope to fascism in a scathing article which argued the UK wants higher levels of immigration. No, we don't. Corbyn, who lost the Labour whip after responding to the Equality and Human Rights Commission's damning report into the party, penned an opinion piece criticising Sunak over the Rwanda plan. This is what it all comes back to. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Writing for the Tribune, the MP says there's signs of a party actively embracing the growth of far-right populism, no matter the electoral cost. It's actually signs of a party that are getting so desperate to clutch to power, they're trying anything they think might tickle our fancy. And this Rwanda plan is part of it. There are signs of a country and indeed a continent on a slippery slope. Yes, okay. Corbyn also argued the British public are becoming increasingly supportive of immigration, adding, this term should not be used lightly. No, we're not. There are many acts that are terrifying enough on their own terms without warranting that label, but beware, fascism doesn't arrive in uniform overnight. It arrives with suited politicians, one piece of legislation or one emergency address at a time. Earlier this year, Sunak claimed democracy was being undermined by extremists. I think it's also being undermined by incompetence. He's right. It's being undermined by a government that shows utter disdain for human rights at home and abroad. It's being undermined by a government that's showing utter disdain for the welfare and good health of the people that they're elected to represent. Yes, I don't think this is going very well, is it? Elsewhere in his opinion piece, Corbyn claimed the British public are becoming more and more favourable towards immigration, and the vast majority support the rights of those seeking asylum. If it was through legal means and people genuinely in trouble, generally in harm's way, then okay, we might be able to have that conversation. But the way things are right now, no, not quite sure where he's looking. However, the former leader of the opposition appeared to miss polls showing the UK public backed tougher measures to curb channel crossings. A YouGov poll from earlier this year, and before the news broke, that 8,500 migrants and counting have crossed the English Channel so far in 2024, found a majority of Britons wanted to see small boat migrants removed. So, you know, this is a politician which once had a very senior position who appears to be completely out of touch with what we think and what we feel. But far from being a Jeremy Corbyn bashing exercise, I think it's just a symptom of a far larger problem. They haven't got a clue. Really haven't got a clue. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you've got social media, I wouldn't mind a share. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.